Hey, Aaron Wallace here. This is my last day at being at my aunt's house. So, this is basically my last day for making videos until Christmas or when I visit my aunt again. So, so I'm gonna go ahead and do part four, part five at the same day or whenever's the finale. All right, so here we go. All right, my so my dad was doing drugs and he was trying to fight this one dude because he didn't give him some money. I guess my dad was selling drugs or he yeah, my dad was. Let's just say it like that. So my dad was selling drugs and this dude owed him some money and it's been 2 weeks and it was all over $5. So then my dad and this dude tried to fight, but my dad won't fight him. So my dad wouldn't fight him. So, and then they were arguing, and I guess someone called the cops, and then the cops came and they talked to my dad, and they said that if there's any more problems, they're gonna need to call the cops. Then they need to come back here and arrest my dad. So my dad said, "All right." So then my dad started more drama, cause he still wanted his money, and they try to fight, my, and then out of nowhere my friend's dad, which would be Alex and Raymond's dad, they were going through the same stuff I was going through, so we were like that, we were tight, but his parents were on drugs and etc. and Alex's dad and my dad hate each other, and my uncle. Then my uncle Bobby came out, and then my friend's dad, his name's Orlando, by the way. They try to fight, and I was like, oh crap. And then out of nowhere, all these people and they all started fighting each other, and it was so bad. After the fight, um, they started fighting again, and then this time Orlando, um, I can't remember what weapon he tried to use. I think dang, I don't know. Let me think. I think it was a knife, or not a knife. Um, I don't, I don't know, but it was some kind of weapon, and at and then my uncle was getting arrested. And he had blood all over his eyes. One eye blood was bloody closed. It had blood all over here. But then my uncle said, "Yeah, boy, I'm the winner. Cause guess who used his fits?" Which I agree, cause you can't use weapons in a fight. So my uncle won't even know his eyes were all messed up. So then the cops came back and they cleared this whole mess out, and then they arrested my dad. But my dad didn't go to jail. He was just sitting in the back of the cop car, and my dad told the story. Then they unhandcuffed my dad and he was free. So then next day we came home from school. We get 2 for 1 Kids called on us. And if you guys don't know what 2 for 1 Kids is, it's child services. So we get 2 for 1 Kids called on us, and then I wanted to tell them the truth on how my parents been treating me, how they've been beating me and stuff like that. But I was afraid that but I didn't want to get taken away from the state, and I was afraid that my dad would beat beat me 20 times harder. So I had to lie and say they were good parents and etc. All that crap. So I lied, and then next day we get 2 for 1 Kids called us, and again. The next day, again, and again. We get 2 for 1 Kids called on us like 10 times. That was pretty messed up. Excuse me. Um. So yeah, we get 2 for 1 Kids called on us like 10 times in a row, and we all kept lying because we didn't want to get taken away from the state. So then after all this of us not having food and all this stuff and us going through all that same stuff, we finally moved. And what I heard that we were moving back to Ohio. And my grandma said she was willing to um, take me and my brother Alan. We were so happy. Well, Charlie, he didn't go back to Ohio till later on. He moved in with my grandma, my other grandma, my mom's mom, because it was my brother, because Charlie, it was his first time having a girlfriend, and he was in puppy love, so he stayed in Florida while me and Alan went to Ohio. And it was me, Kim, she ain't my aunt no more, but Kim, me, Kim, um, my parents, um, my cousin Bobby. Remember Bobby? He was in my VHS collection and stuff like that. You remember him in those videos? Whoever watches my videos. Well, yeah, it was so it was Bobby, then his two sisters, Brooke and Abby, and I believe Ryan, which would be my other cousin. And yeah, that's it. And dude, it was the worst road trip ever. We were in a small little car and it was so packed. It was super packed. We had all our stuff in it. It was so packed. It was the worst road trip of my life. Worst road trip of my life. I slept terrible and everything. That was just bad. I didn't like it. But it was terrible. But we are finally in Ohio, and we're all happy and stuff, and we all know my grandma's gonna spoil us and stuff. But then later on, I'll tell you guys in part 5, which will be coming up in about 30 minutes. I'm not gonna say things got worse. Things actually get a little better, but it's still a little bad. But we're gonna save that for part 5, which should be the last one. So we're going to save that for part 5. Alright, guys. This is Aaron Wallace. Peace. Or peace.